and all the people say.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Rail Fanning 101 Vermont here with layout update for March 2017. Got a lot and amazing progress done on the layout, and we'll just get started right into it because it's going to be a pretty big chunk of the update. So first we'll come down right here. I've been working on the Plain Street area and the bushed in area down here. I've added the Rutland boxcar, did a little weathering to it. Not too much. I think I could have done a little bit more, but hey, I think it looks pretty good. I did a lot of bushing in the area, although that might have been in the last update. I can't really remember, so I'm just going over it again. Add the road in, put the house. Then I started working on some of the Park Street area right here. So yeah, and if you haven't noticed, I been working on the yard ballasting. Put some ballast down over there. I went to my local hobby shop. They didn't really have much ballast, so I ended up going to Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby had some of this more rock-like ballast, so I used that a little bit, and then got a little gift for just a little gift from my grandparents. They gave me a bottle of Woodland Scenic, or not really a bottle, it's like one of those container-like looking things of fine grade ballast, which is this stuff right here. So I did some ballast work in the yard, as you can see right here. I still need to do a lot more ballasting, but that's the majority of the work is the yard. I really want to get the yards done first. Right here's the CP unit I was talking about. I already scratched off the logo here. I moved the horn around, took the bell off the nose. I put it on the side over here. If some of you might know what this project is going to be, it's a GP9R as it is. So I'm just going to let that sit in your minds for a little bit and see what you can think I'm going to do with that. Most of you might know, and if you don't, you're going to have to stay tuned until the next update, or maybe the one after, because I don't know when it's going to be done, but I'm going to send it off to go get painted by my friend Jaden. His link will be down in the down in the description as well. Let's move along. Rutland really hasn't seen much other work other than the yard. Really been slacking on that a little bit. Come over here, West Street really hasn't seen much work. Then we come up to right here. This is where my original Rutland yard ended, right at the West Street Big Joe's Auto Sale. Yes, my friend Ryan thinks I'm obsessed with it. Jeez. And no, I'm not. It's just I had the right building and it's perfect. I had to cut back some of the grass here, and this is the next reason why. I ended up putting in the drop-in-place bridge here. It comes up all the way to here. We'll get to that section in a minute. It's just a standard, you can lift it up. What I did was I put some screws on either end right here. I drilled a hole through this piece of wood right here. It's a little bit thicker than the screw, so I can pop this in and out. As you can see, I can pop it just in and out like that. I will have little sections. This was a section my piece of rail broke on me, so I'm going to have to cut a new piece of section of flex track. I'll span from here to here. So the next major section of layout progress is I started working on the VRS Northern Subdivision from the major sections of Proctor, New Haven, and Burlington Yard. All the track work is done, the bench work is done, all I got left is major scenery work and a little bit of track cleaning because I got some really dirty track after working on it. I think everybody does. So if we come right here, this is Proctor right here. I decided I'm going to do Proctor in the fall section. I am going to make this the bridge section right here, so the bridge will be right here, the train goes under. Might even come back a little bit, do some little scenery right here for the connection. This obviously won't be touched with scenery, just for the reason of it might get damaged. So come over here, this is Proctor. This is the park. I gotta order a gazebo to go here. I'm gonna get some people that look like... What I'm basically doing is, in the fall, the Marble Museum, which I'll show you in a second here, has a closing for the season festival type thing that they do. They get the railroad to do a train ride between Rutland and Proctor, so I will definitely be running those trains. I really can't wait to do that. And they have cookouts in the park. They have games. They have basically anything you could think of, other than carnival rides, because there really isn't much space to do that. But then if you come over here, I do have a train set up for photo taking. This is the parking lot for the Marble Museum. Last night I just did the grass work over here. Put the tree in last night. As you can see, the scenery glue is still gluing, or that's some glue that went up around the base there. Oh, okay. This building is actually perfect for the long section of the Marble Museum. I decided to take the top off of the old grain facility I had, and I put it down. Actually, I give credit to my mother for that, because she gave me the idea. And yeah, that was really helpful. I have been taking some photos of the layout previously before the layout update. I took some photos of these crossings. These aren't your regular crossings. I actually had some spare, I don't know what it's really called, but it's like a flexwood type. It's really bendy stuff. So I cut it out. I made it the proper lengths that I want it, and painted it with the, let me set this down here for a second. With this, see if I can get focus here. Granite gray. I really like the granite gray for like parking lots and stuff that's like a regular granite gray color. I mean, I'll paint some parking lots black here and there, but yeah. So we keep coming down here. This is the messy part of the area. I really haven't paid much attention to over here yet. This is New Haven. This is my perspective of New Haven. It's really going to be a short area, because I really tried to fit it all into what I had room for, which it's going to look pretty good once, in my opinion, once it's all done. So, yeah, this will be the only track for New Haven that will be used. It can hold up to 3 to 4 grain cars right here. Get the mainline section. It doesn't really have a 3-point switch, but just to make it all fit, like I said, I used that. Here I sort of cheated for the yard lead into Burlington, which I'll show here next. This is Burlington Yard I'm working on. These are the 2 oldest switches that I have. I need to replace those, but they're working quite fine right now, so I'm just going to leave them in as they are. I ordered 3 new switches. There's one right here, and there's another one covered up by the coaches right back there. So, here's a little section house that I put in for the office, a little paperwork office that they usually have. The real office would be sitting right here in this area. Well, it will be, because right here I decided to add in another engine track, just because if I have somebody over that would like to run something, like to store it, they can. So I need to get a bridge signal to put right here to act as the old drawbridge that was there. I think that's going to be perfect. I have one lying around here somewhere. So, tank farm back here. I'm debating on lengthening the track a little bit all the way to the end, so I could probably put 2 more tank cars on there. Then the other thing I had was to cut this section right here and put a track right here for all the maintenance away equipment. Like the snowplow, for instance, is sitting right there right now with the MOW box car. So that would be nice just to store back there, or even extend the tank car track, and for MOW equipment that's just sitting for a while, I can just store on the back track way back there hiding. So that might be an option too. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the layout. I personally think it's going to be really fun. I got a possible layout operating session on Saturday coming up. So yeah, let's see, what else do I have? I had the train show the other day. Tried getting some footage, didn't really have much show up, because every time I tried filming something it would derail. Lit Lantern Productions with me, his channel will also be in the description. So yeah, I think the next part of my update is going to be a huge shout out to Champlain Valley Custom Models. They did a lot of nice detail work. Not a lot, but in my opinion it's a lot because I spent $70 in the project. I ended up putting the, let's focus in here. They ended up putting the proper horn on the engine, right here. They ended up putting the proper bell on the engine. Wow, I can't really get this focus. The other thing that was the most money was they put a dual beam headlight on the front. Let's see if I can get in here. Yep, you can see it right there. Put a dual beam headlight on it, on either end. They put a new speaker in for me. I will soon be getting a layout running video between Burlington and Proctor. So I'll have 405 on it so you can hear the sound on that. And yeah, I mean, like I said in previous, this is going to be really fun to operate, this layout. And yeah, I really can't wait. Shoutouts go to Rail Fanning 101. I'm going to give some... I know they don't have a YouTube channel yet, but it's in the progress. Champlain Valley Custom Models. They will be having a YouTube channel coming up very shortly. Lit Lantern Productions. We had a pretty good show yesterday. Central New England RR. We got some events coming up. And yeah, guys, I think that's about it. Oh, and another thing is, I got some things going up for sale on my Facebook page here pretty soon. So go ahead on Facebook, check those out within the next day or two. You'll see those popping up. And yeah, guys, that's about it for me today. We will see you in the next update. Enjoy the rail fanning videos coming up, and we will see you guys trackside. See ya.